Yes, there is indeed a great deal of conversation about big data, and I think it at times causes a bit of confusion. I think it is important to draw a distinction between various categories of big data systems. These are systems that keep track of your critical internal functional processes like human capital management, financial management, enterprise resource management, or supply chain management, procurement for that matter. These typically tend to be dominated by some of the best of breed platforms that informationalize those business processes and generate very structured data and transactional data that are held in typical structured databases such as Oracle and DB2, and allow you to then run a series of analytical activities on those data sets to generate business intelligence that would help executives run operations in a more optimized fashion. The problem is typically, although these functional systems have native tools for business intelligence, they are unable to share data among themselves. So you have singular views, and it's not very conducive for getting a holistic picture of the aggregate operations and health of the enterprise. The second category of big data, so to speak, is data that's generated by machines. These tend to be sensors that protect your network, perimeter, critical infrastructure. They range from a firewall to a closed-circuit TV. That tends to be unstructured, and typically it's aggregated and correlated, sifted through to glean certain trends that might be noteworthy in terms of a penetration or an unauthorized attempt into your network, as a case may be. The third category, and I think this is really the category that most people refer to as big data, is open source generation of data, and that comes from a variety of different platforms and tools for social conversations. These platforms increasingly are the mobile devices that are smart devices that essentially mimic the equivalent of your laptop in your pocket. And the applications tend to range the gamut from Google Plus to Facebook to a variety of other instant messaging platforms. And they allow people to have real-time conversation, talk about world or personal events, capture pictures, videos, and circulate that at very fast speeds globally. That data, as you can imagine, is incredibly voluminous and highly unstructured. I think it is that challenge that most people refer to when it comes to dealing with big data, which is how to aggregate all of that, but not centralize it, because just the sheer volume of it would not make that practical, yet keep track of that distributed data and parse certain components of it when necessary to allow company executives or government officials to indeed have actionable intelligence in support of decision making. So I think those are the three main variations of big data when you hear people speak about it. And it's important to draw the distinction and be able to marry all of that to have a holistic picture. My pleasure.